We begin tonight with a debate over gun control. Dozens of people from Sandy Hook, Connecticut hopped on their bikes this week for a 300-mile ride to D.C. And tonight, they're passing through Baltimore. And ABC 2 News' Christian Schaefer was there. He has the story on what they're trying to accomplish from the newsroom tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Jamie. Well, you know, 26 students and teachers died inside Sandy Hook Elementary back in December of 2012, along with the gunman and his mother. Last year, gun control bills failed at the federal level. A lot of people thought if it didn't pass after what happened at Sandy Hook, it'll never pass. But those riders say it's just another hill they need to climb. Dozens of riders pulled into City Hall in Baltimore.
My daughter's third grade teacher was killed around the block. A little boy was killed up the street. A little girl was killed.
Wearing the green and white colors of Sandy Hook Elementary.
Enough is enough. 30,000 deaths a year, 44 school shootings since Newtown. It's just not acceptable for a civilized nation.
The ride started in Sandy Hook. This leg brought them from a town near Philadelphia. They say it was much like their fight to pass tougher gun control laws at the federal level.
We had a little bit of a rough day today. The winds were kind of in our face, and we had a number of flats.
Omar Samaha's sister was killed in the shooting at Virginia Tech back in 2007.
With our friends and with all the support, of our family and our communities around the country, we're gonna win.
They arrived in Baltimore on the same day the New Yorker magazine published an interview with the father of Sandy Hook gunman Adam Lanza, in which he said he wished his son had never been born. He also pointed to potential mental health problems.
I don't think you can exclude the mental health conversation from the gun control conversation.
Monty Frank says it's a mistake to focus on the gunman.
Let's stop glorifying it. Let's talk about what needs to happen in order to prevent future tragedies.
They're calling for mandatory background checks and stricter penalties for gun trafficking. Similar bills failed last year in the U.S. Senate, falling 5 votes short of the total needed to avoid a filibuster.
We believe that over time that we will be able to turn 5 senators, and eventually Congress will get with the will of the American people.
Now, they'll leave Baltimore in the morning and head to Washington for a news conference with several congressmen and senators. The overall goal is to start a movement to provide grassroots support for gun control. Live in the newsroom, Christian Schaefer, ABC 2 News.
All right, Christian, Michelle Gay says D.C. is listening. And after losing her Columbia-born daughter, Joey, in the Newtown shooting, Michelle started Safe and Sound Schools. So here's this former teacher from Howard County looking into the eyes of D.C. decision makers. And our question is, are they getting it?
It's not just me concerned in my own little bubble in my own school community. I'm not the only one who's got these fears or these concerns, these problems to solve. So it's really starting to make that message is coming across, and we're getting help from leadership now. We're getting help from large organizations.
Well, the Gays are living in Massachusetts, and they've been raising a lot of money through Joey's Fund for families with autistic children. And the shooter, Adam Lanza, had an autism-like disorder that is not associated with violence. But his dad came out today and said some unbelievable stuff to the New Yorker magazine. And this is the first that we've heard from Peter Lanza, who said he wishes his son had never been born because the massacre was an act that couldn't get any more evil. He constantly thinks of what he could have done differently. And he said his son was just, quote, a normal little weird kid. Peter goes on to say, I know Adam would have killed me in a heartbeat if he had a chance.